Hi everyone, I'm Lisa Mitchell, and today I want to share how I dealt with toxic people in my life. Buckle up, this one's a wild ride. You really hit the jackpot with Jack, Lisa. Those were my sister Amanda's words at my wedding, just 7 months ago. Looking back now, I can't help but laugh at how drastically life can change. You're literally living the dream girl, successful realtor, gorgeous husband, and now this beautiful house. Rachel, my best friend from college, gushed as she helped me unpack in our new home. I'd met Jack at a tech conference where I was networking for real estate clients. He was giving a presentation about software development, and I was instantly drawn to his confidence and warm smile. 2 perfect years of dating followed: romantic dinners, weekend getaways, and endless talks about the future. Oh, darling, I've always wanted a daughter. Jack's past girlfriends were never good enough, but you're just perfect. That was Patricia, my mother-in-law, the first time we met. I should have picked up on the possessive undertone in her voice, but I was too smitten with Jack to notice. Sweetheart, what did the doctor say? Jack's voice echoed in my mind from the day my life changed forever. 6 months into our marriage, I found a lump in the shower. It turned out to be stage 2 breast cancer. We're going to fight this together, Lisa. I don't care how hard it gets. We'll get you the best treatment, Jack assured me, holding me close. I believed him. Girl, you don't have to go through this alone. We're your ride or dies, Rachel said as Amanda nodded in agreement when I shared the diagnosis. But I decided to keep my illness private. I don't want clients backing out of deals because they think I'm unreliable. I explained, trying on my first wig and forcing a smile. These wigs are amazing, you can't even tell, Amanda said during one of our lunch dates. But not everyone was so supportive. Patricia's questions became unsettling. How long have you known Lisa? Did she ever have health issues before? She asked Rachel, fishing for information. Be careful around her, Lisa. Something about the way she watches you gives me the creeps, Rachel warned. Then came the uninvited visits. Lisa, honey, I brought you some homemade chicken soup, Patricia chirped one afternoon. I hadn't given her a key, but she somehow had one made. This kitchen is a mess. How do you expect to take care of Jack if you can't keep the house clean? And what's with all this takeout? A wife should cook fresh meals. I was too drained from chemo to argue. The criticism became routine. Then, one day, I caught her rifling through my medical files in the home office. What are you doing? I demanded. Oh, I was just tidying up, she replied, feigning innocence. Jack seems so worried lately. Is there something you're not telling us? The final straw came at a family barbecue. I had just completed my 3rd round of chemo and put on my best wig, determined to appear strong. Everyone, I'd like to propose a toast, Patricia announced, standing behind my chair, to family and honesty. I felt a tug, and time seemed to freeze. My wig slipped off in front of everyone. Gasps filled the air. Phones were raised, recording the moment. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Patricia's theatrical performance was Oscar-worthy. I was just fixing your hair. I had no idea. She wailed dramatically, clutching her chest like a soap opera star. Why would you hide this from everyone? From my son? I couldn't respond. Tears spilled down my face as I ran inside, humiliated. Through the window, I caught a glimpse of Patricia, phone discreetly raised, recording my breakdown. That evening, my phone buzzed. It was a text from Amanda, forwarding screenshots from Patricia's family group chat. Patricia, look how she's deceiving my poor Jack. What else could she be hiding? Cousin, who knows if she's even sick? Maybe it's all for attention. Patricia, did you see her run away? So dramatic. Jack deserves better than a lying wife. Cousin, remember Jessica from college? She's still single. Patricia, thanks for filming it, Pat. Can't believe she fooled us all this time. Jack's response, Mom's just concerned. Maybe if Lisa had been upfront from the beginning. My hands trembled as I read the messages. My husband, the man I thought was my partner, wasn't defending me. He was siding with her. Rachel's voice was firm when I called her, sobbing. Girl, I'm coming over right now. This isn't just mean anymore. This is straight up evil. We need to document everything. That night, while Jack worked late again, I began recording every interaction with Patricia, saving every message. If she wanted to play games, I'd be ready. The next morning, I overheard Patricia's voice coming from Jack's home office. She was on speakerphone. I think Lisa's using cancer as an excuse to avoid family gatherings. Have you noticed how she's always too tired for events? And Jessica asked about you the other day. Her words cut through me like knives. Later that week, my assistant called. Mrs. Mitchell, your mother-in-law canceled the Johnson House showing. She said you were too ill to make it. My blood ran cold. 3 canceled appointments in a month, all major listings without my consent. As Rachel helped me organize my medications that afternoon, she held up a nearly empty bottle. Where are your pain meds? This bottle's almost empty, but you barely touched it. We inspected the pills closely. They weren't my prescribed medication. They were over-the-counter vitamins, carefully swapped to look like my pain pills. Then came another bombshell. A text from Kate, Jack's cousin. Can we meet for coffee? Alone. At the cafe, Kate's hands shook as she slid her phone across the table. Lisa, I need to confess something. Mom's been pressuring me to help get Jack and Jessica back together. She says you're faking everything. But then I found these in her purse. On the screen were photos of prescription bottles, dozens of them, with names from different doctors. Later that night, Rachel called. Look what I found. 3 restraining orders against Patricia from former in-laws. And get this, James, Kate's ex, reached out to me on LinkedIn. The pieces were falling into place. James called me himself. Lisa, you need to know what you're dealing with. Patricia destroyed my marriage to Kate. She stole my anxiety meds, spread rumors about abuse, even hacked Kate's email to send fake messages to my boss. I lost everything. Jack came home late again, looking tense. Mom showed me some concerning texts from your phone. What texts, Jack? She's lying. She's just worried about you. About us. Maybe you should stay with Amanda for a while. That night, I couldn't sleep. Scrolling through old family photos on social media, I noticed a disturbing pattern. Every serious relationship Jack or Kate had ended mysteriously, always with Patricia at the center. Rachel, I need your help, I said the next morning. We need more than just documentation. Rachel's voice was steel. Already on it. I've been recording everything and saving screenshots. And James sent something interesting. Patricia's old arrest record. Prescription fraud, 10 years ago. It all made sense now. The stolen medication, the canceled appointments, the constant undermining. Patricia wasn't just controlling. She was a manipulative, dangerous woman with a history. We need to be smart about this, Rachel warned. One wrong move, and she'll twist it around. Trust me, Lisa, that woman's going down. Rachel's voice was a lifeline as she helped load the last box into her car. While Jack was at work, I left the evidence neatly stacked on his desk. Photos, videos, testimonies, prescription records, everything. 3 days later, my phone exploded with notifications. Jack's voice trembled when he called. Lisa, I'm so sorry. I was blind. Mom's been arrested. The police found oxycodone prescriptions in her house under 10 different names, and she used my social security number to open credit cards. There's so much debt. I stayed silent for a moment, then replied, Did you also find the videos of her mocking my cancer or the proof she sabotaged my business? Kate called next, crying. Lisa, the police uncovered emails Patricia manipulated. She twisted every conversation between James and me. Our entire divorce was based on her lies. The family group chat that once mocked me became a support group for Patricia's victims. Former in-laws came forward with similar stories. Her once flawless facade crumbled under the weight of lawsuits. A week later, one of Patricia's old bridge club friends approached me at the grocery store. Miss Mitchell, we're all disgusted by what she did. To you, to everyone. She's not welcome in our circles anymore. My last chemotherapy session felt like a personal victory. My hair grew back stronger, just like me. My real estate business thrived, bolstered by clients who admired my resilience and honesty. Lisa, please, I've changed. Can we try again? Jack's text went unanswered. You deserve better than someone who didn't believe you, Kate told me over coffee. We'd grown close, healing together. Kate smiled shyly. I'm getting married again next month, to James. We'd love for you to come. Mom's not invited, obviously. Last week, I organized a charity event for cancer survivors. While greeting guests, I met someone new. He listened to my story, not with pity, but with understanding. Karma got her good, Rachel said, scrolling through her phone. Patricia's mugshot had made the local news, attached to multiple fraud charges and jail time. Her reputation was in shambles. I touched my now full head of hair, remembering that humiliating barbecue. You know what, Rachel? When she pulled off my wig, she actually did me a favor. She showed me exactly who my real support system was. The doorbell rang, and I found a bouquet of flowers waiting for me. The card read, "Congratulations on the downtown office expansion." It was from Kate and James. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't revenge at all. It's rising above, succeeding, and living your best life while toxic people self-destruct. Patricia's in jail, her lies exposed, her reputation ruined. Meanwhile, I'm thriving, cancer-free, with a booming business and surrounded by genuine love. What about you? If you caught your mother-in-law going through your private medical records, would you confront her immediately or gather evidence quietly like I did? Would you tell your spouse right away or wait until you had solid proof? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you handle a breach of trust like this. If my story resonated with you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more real stories about overcoming toxic relationships and standing up for yourself. Remember, your health battles are your story to tell. No one has the right to expose them before you're ready.